Good morning, grade 3 students. Hope you all are doing good. Today we're going to start new chapter, chapter 11, changes in matter. Let's start the lesson 1. What are the physical changes in matter? If you want, you can open your textbook, page 303. Keep it beside you. Before we start the lesson, let me remind you what is matter. Matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. In the previous chapter, we have learned what is the property of matter. You describe something about an object by using your senses as the property of matter, like size of an object, shape of an object, color or texture or smell, etc. These are also called physical properties. Physical properties. Here I have attached to you a slide that shows some of the physical properties, like gold is shiny, metal is sonorous when you hear, the rubber can bend, you feel it, you touch the ceramic part, it is hard to touch, and you can smell the acid, it is sour, and you can measure something like temperature is high or low. Now, what is physical change? Physical change is when matter changes the way it looks without becoming a new kind of matter. For example, you cut an apple. You're changing the size and shape of an apple. But the smell, the taste, and the other properties of apple remains the same. Means it does not become a new kind of matter. This is what physical change. Here I have some more examples. Look at this ice cream. Here, when an ice cream melts, it changes the way it looks, but the matter is still the same. Yes, when you melt an ice cream, the taste of an ice cream or the smell of an ice cream remains the same. When you cut an apple, only the size and shape of an apple changes, but the matter is still the same. Yes, when you cut the apple, the taste of an apple and the smell of an apple or the texture of an apple remains the same. We have already learned that there are 3 states of matter: solids, liquids and gases. And I have taught you that how solid particles are arranged and liquid particles are arranged and gas particles are arranged. When you change the states of matter, also can be a physical change. States of matter also can be a physical change. Here, you freeze the water at 0 degrees Celsius, it turns into an ice. Ice is a solid, water is a liquid. You're changing the liquid to solid. Also, you can turn the solid ice back to the liquid again when you melt it. When you heat the water at 100 degrees Celsius, the water changes from a liquid to gas, but it has not become a new kind of matter. Only the arrangement of particles changes, but the particles remains the same. Question number 2. What physical changes happen to water as it freezes? When you freeze the water, what physical change you can see? You're changing the liquid to solid, water to an ice. When you melt an ice, it is changing from solid to liquid, but the kind of matter remains the same. As I told you before, in physical change, a reverse process can be possible. Like you freeze the water, it turns into an ice, but you can turn the ice back to the liquid. It won't change the state of matter. The particles inside the matter, they are same, but the arrangement of particle is changed. The solid particles, they are packed tightly and they can vibrate fast. And the liquid particles are loosely packed and they can slide past each other. And the gas particles are loosely packed and they can move freely in the air. Here we have come to an end of the lesson. This is your lesson checkpoint. Question number 1. List ways that you can make physical changes in matter. As I told you before, changing the state of matter is also a physical changes, like melting an ice, freezing water, or evaporating. It can be a physical changes in matter. Question number 2. What physical changes happen to water as it freezes? When you freeze the water, what physical change you can see? You're changing the liquid to solid, water to an ice.